Hi, everybody. I may not have anyone joining me today, but I'm going to sit for a few minutes just to see if anybody comes in. And then I'm just going to make a brief message for everybody about the exam next week, because we have our first exam coming up on Tuesday next week. It's just after 3:30, so I'm going to just give folks a moment just in case they want to come in and ask any questions. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you've had a good week. I hope all your courses are going well. It's hard to believe, but we're moving into now the week where we have our first lecture exam. The semester does go quickly. Hi, Pam. Hi, Pam. Good to see you. Happy Friday.
There we go. I'm in my car.
Oh, that's okay.
My dog's having a play date.
Oh, that's wonderful. I think I need a play date. I think I need a play date with a big group of dogs.
Very therapeutic, yeah. You know, I've been sick. Usually I go for a good walk, and the end of our walk is a play date.
Yes. I'm sorry that you've been sick.
Okay. Omicron. Now we're hopefully, got the right immune system for it.
It's been awful. It's just been awful. People have just been really struggling. A lot of people are sick with it. It's just everywhere and it's miserable, but well, the only thing I have planned for today is to see, I wanted to just say a couple things about the exam next week. And then if anybody has any questions about anything, anybody coming in has any questions about anything, I can answer those, of course. So we have our first exam. I sent an announcement out this morning because I do want everybody to do this practice quiz, this Respondus lockdown browser practice quiz before the exam next week. And I had posted it, but I forgot to publish it, so you guys couldn't see it. I've taken care of that now, but I just want to remind everybody that you'll want to get that done. You'll want to take that little 2-minute silly quiz just to make sure you've got the lockdown browser installed on your computer. Some students have already have it installed because they used it in another course. But if you haven't, it's just something you'll need to do before next week. And this test coming up, it covers only lecture material. That's one thing I wanted to make sure everybody understood. You're only getting examined on the lecture material, nothing from lab. And it's everything we've covered so far, the lecture material that we've covered so far. All multiple choice. You can take it anytime during the day on Tuesday. You just have to find a 2-hour block of time to take it. I set it up to be open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. If you can't fit in a time on Tuesday from 8 to 8, just let me know and I'll set up another time for you. That's not a problem. And hopefully everybody will do really well on it. Hopefully this first one will be won't be a problem for anybody. So, but I know the first exam's a little stressful. So did you have any questions that I can answer for you about the lecture material, or?
I do. I have 2 questions.
Yes.
question number one, I will definitely need to schedule the exam. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah,
I can, it's better in my speaker. Okay, I go back to work on Tuesday.
Yep.
And I'm in Dartmouth, so I do 12-hour shifts.
oh,
I leave the house at 5:45 and I get home at 8:30.
okay. I can do one of two things.
Could I
We could either have you take it on Monday or on Wednesday.
Monday would be better.
Okay. Is there a particular time on Monday that would work for you?
Late afternoon or evening. Do you need to be present because of the respondus with a camera?
I don't. What happens is the respondus actually records, it turns your
Okay.
webcam on and records you. So how about if I do this? How about if I set it up that you can take it somewhere between, say, 4 p.m. and maybe 9 p.m. Would that work?
Awesome, thank you.
And then you just find a 2-hour window in there that works for you.
And then I know the content this time is light because it's a refresher.
That's right.
Or, but in the past with AMP 1 and 2, we've had a topic concentration guide.
Yes.
And
There, we
Focus.
use topic concentration guides in anatomy. We do not use them in micro.
Okay.
Now, I'll say this, if I were to put a guide together, it would include all of it. It would include everything on the slides, which is why we pretty much don't use them. You're gonna wanna go through the 3 lectures, essentially the intro lecture, the history and science of microscopy lecture, the cell lecture, and try to master essentially all the main points on those slides. I always tell students that I personally would not try to study the slides. I would personally make an outline, because what that will do is it will take, there's probably 30 slides in each lecture, and that would be, 90 slides you're trying to learn. If you outline that material on paper, you can probably get it down to maybe 3 or 4 pages, and a lot easier to memorize for the exam.
I always take notes and then I consolidate because I don't
Yeah.
do well just have to comprehend.
I think that's a smart technique too.
Have a and then hook onto that, those things that I must memorize,
Right.
but limits the memorization, and then I have it for life.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
You could always go back and learn details. So that's what I do. Is so I take notes to the lecture, then I reduce that down into note cards of
Right.
comprehension.
Something that's essentially bare bones at that point that you can commit to memory. Because, as with all science topics, there's always going to be certain lists. Sorry about that. Certain lists of information that you have to just commit to memory. But the key thing is that you understand the main points of each lecture. That's my recommendation anyway. Everybody studies a little bit differently, but the one thing that in my experience is not a good approach is just reading through the lecture slides, just looking at the lecture slides. It's just too much. It's too much material, and it's hard for your brain to do anything with it, Girls, thank you. Come here. My poor Amazon delivery man.
Oh,
I'm surprised he doesn't just hurl the box from the roadway now. He's terrified of these dogs. You guys are too loud and you're mean. Don't bark at him. Oh my goodness. I can also tell you that the exam is probably going to have about 25 questions on it. So there should not be any problem time-wise. I always like to let students know that. I try to structure these exams so that the average student can finish within about an hour. In my experience teaching this course, people don't run out of time. Even a slower test taker has plenty of time usually to finish this exam. So that shouldn't be an issue. And that means that I also stress this. I tell students, take your time, just take your time when you're taking the exam. Make sure you understand the question, relax and go through it and answer the questions. Don't rush, because when we rush, that's when we make our mistakes. So,
Yeah.
But I think this exam, obviously since it's the first exam, most students do pretty well on this one. So hopefully that will repeat this time. You said you had another question too, or?
That was the topic
That was the two.
concentration,
Okay.
and then the test time because of work. So, yep, that's it.
All
So,
right,
and
that's good.
I've posted our Bridget Conley, the lab instructor,
Yes.
into the microcosmos. I don't know if you've seen any of those videos.
Yes.
Oh, they're fabulous. So
aren't they wonderful?
Posted a few of them on our discussion thing because it's just, I'm a nerd. I mean, that's what I watch at night for
I am
entertainment.
too. I know.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
Oh my gosh, this is so
it's just amazing. It's amazing. I know.
the slime molds one. Oh, and the
Yes.
I mean the cable bacteria that are electrical cables.
Yep.
Oh my word, that just blew.
I just find it so amazing, and I'm like you. I'm just a nerd, and I love all of it, and I think everyone should love all of it, and I share it with people all the time. So it's remarkable. It's absolutely remarkable. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Yeah.
I won't take more of your time because did anybody else sign in?
Not yet, but I'll be here for just a bit, and if nobody else needs any help, I'll probably sign off. But it was good to see you today, and good luck on the exam next week. And if you need anything between now and then, remember, you can message me through Canvas.
Yep, I should be fine. I love this stuff, and I know it's going to get denser and much more particular, but I'm actually really eager for it because I took microbiology in 1989.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, I'm glad that you are looking forward to it, because I think it's one of the most interesting, healthcare related sciences. I really do. It touches on everything that we do in medicine. So.
Absolutely. And yeah, I'm going to be an RN. So
yeah,
I got a program. So I'm thrilled.
Oh, good.
All right. Well, great to actually see your face. I don't usually look this bald. I just have everything.
Winter attire. Yes.
Yeah, so. All right. Well, take care. Thank you for setting up these class time meetings so we can at least with you and
yes,
class.
I think it's important. I think it's important just to have a chance to speak and ask questions if you need to.
Yep. All right. Well, you have a great afternoon. Thank you
too.
So much. Okay. Bye.
All right. All right, so hopefully the information that I was discussing with Pam was helpful to everyone else as well. The exam opens at 8 a.m. on Tuesday, and the due time is 8 p.m. If you cannot get the exam submitted by 8 p.m. because your personal schedule, your work schedule or whatever, just shoot me a message through Canvas, and we will set up a time for you, just like I'm going to set up a time for Pam. I'm happy to do that for you. I know everybody's work schedule is different, and we will find a time for you to take the exam. Spend some time studying. I say that this is one of the easier exams in the class. I think it is. A lot of it should be review, but I'll also say don't fall into a trap of thinking that you don't need to study, because you do. You have to memorize this material. You have to memorize the things that you don't already know. So give it the time it needs this weekend. A few hours if you have them each day between now and Tuesday, and you should be fine. You should be fine. So do your best work. Remember, take your time. You shouldn't have a time crunch. There's 25 questions. You shouldn't have a time crunch. So be sure that you work slowly and methodically and carefully as you look at each question, and decide on which answer that you're going to choose. I'll also say, just so you know, there is a bonus question at the end of the exam. I always put a bonus question on worth a couple points. Remember that the bonus question can't hurt you. It can't hurt your grade. So please do try it. If you get it wrong, you just don't get the bonus points. So yeah, always try those bonus questions, and you might surprise yourself and you might get a couple extra points on your grade. All right. As I said to Pam, if anything comes up between now and Tuesday and you need to speak with me, send me a message through Canvas. Use that inbox function through Canvas, and we'll talk about it. Okay. All right, everybody. Good luck with your studying, and I'll see you again next week.